Welcome back to the Division 2. I'm finally getting round to testing out the Diamondback exotic rifle. After this we will be focusing more on challenges. Quickly taking a look at the build, I don't want this part to take too long. We've got the Diamondback, I've got a stoner as a secondary because I'm not bothered about the secondary. I'm actually going to switch over so you won't see the crossbow specialisation. I'm going to switch to sharpshooter for the headshot damage. We are running a mask that doesn't award anything for brand set. 40% DTE with 10% on hard hitting and some hazard protection. Then we have 10% weapon damage from the bag, an inactive talent because that doesn't matter too much. I'm just focusing mainly on weapon damage and stuff as it is, but we've got hard hitting there and we've got an offensive mod. In the chest we've got the rifle damage from Overlord. We have 14,000 armor. This is at 93% recal, so I can actually improve the headshot damage a little bit more. I do have 20 and 23% in my stash, but I'm not going to do that right now. And we have 8.5% weapon damage with insulated. I can't switch that, obviously. I've modded headshot damage. Then we've got an offensive mod and a defensive mod, which pushes extra total armor. In the gloves, we have 10% rifle damage. That's the highest I've ever had. Alps, which doesn't matter for this build at all. Clutch, which is inactive, so we're not really using any talents. But then we have an offensive mod slot as well. I know it's shotgun damage. I don't have any that cater towards rifle damage. And then we have a Richter and Kaiser, the second piece of the brand set. 13% critical hit chance, damage to elites on the holster with an offensive mod slot again. And then the knee pads. We have Healer Guard. I've been corrected on that a couple of times, so I won't be saying Geiler Guard anymore. Healer Guard for total armor. Health, which has been modified. Patience, and then 2 defensive mod slots, which is perfect so that we get the right attribute amounts in order to use patience. So that's pretty much the build. Looking at the rifle just quickly, 148k damage on the dot. It's terrible mag size. You can't do any changes to it. You can't change mods or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you guys know the talents already, but I'll leave them on screen for a moment, just so that you can kind of pick up and figure out what they are if you don't already know. But the main point of this gun is to go for enemies that have been marked by it, and you're guaranteed crit chances, you get boosted damage and things like that. Then also you get bonus armor whilst each round is being loaded. We have a nice 10% DTE lever, and that is pretty much it. So just quickly looking at the stats, because realistically you want a critical hit chance or damage. I'd rather go for damage because you're guaranteed crits with the gun. So critical hit damage would be your main sort of target with a gun like this, but I've gone more for weapon damage instead because I feel you're guaranteed a critical hit chance as long as you have some boosted damage. I've got 55%. Then if you can focus on damage, you're going to get higher numbers. So 148k weapon damage, 13% chance, which doesn't matter because we get guaranteed crits as long as we hit the enemy that's marked. 55% extra damage, 81% on the headshot. Then we have 24% all weapons. We've got some AR and LMG damage which are irrelevant. 2% marksman. But we have 23% pistol as well because of the brand set. And then 35% rifle damage. So we've actually got 59% bonus damage from that. 80% DTE, which is pretty good. 4% bonus damage to armor. Then we've got some armor, health regen, stuff like that. And apologies, you can't see that properly because of the light in the background. But what we're going to do with this gun, just to test it, is I'm going to run into... Let's go and do DCD because it's fairly close. I'm going to stick it on heroic, see what the gun plays like, but I don't plan to complete the mission or even do any well. I just want to see what the gun can output against the hardest enemies. So I want to test the damage numbers, see what it deals, and then we're going to actually try the mission on challenging. Because, there's a couple of reasons, but the main one being, heroic is always scaled to max group size. I'm doing this solo, so I'm going to stick with challenging because even though challenging is more on the easy side now because of builds and stuff, I just want to test it and see what it's like. Because if the gun's bad, I've heard it's very, very good. But if, for example, the gun was bad, then challenging would be a challenge. Okay, DCD headquarters on heroic invaded. Let's see what this gun can do. I'm not expecting anything decent. I could optimize this build so much more. But I just want to see how it performs. Because obviously, when you're doing PvE, if you've got elites and stuff, you're wanting them to be targeted, but obviously it targets a random enemy, so it's going to do, like, it's done an elite now, which is good, but the next enemy, it might mark a red bar, and they're not going to be a nuisance, like, to us. Like, 500,000 from one shot, 720k. And then obviously we're getting bonus armor. Okay, that was a little bit too easy. We're getting bonus armor every time we load a shot into the gun. And then it's heroic, so you just get absolutely fucking rinsed. Oh, you gotta love this difficulty when you're trying it solo. We'll have one more go at heroic, then I'm gonna put it down to challenging and see if I can actually survive. A few people have actually said this is starting to compete with the Eagle Bearer in the Dark Zone. And I think in PvP, because your aim is to kill everybody, there's not certain enemies that have different health and like different veterancy kind of thing. So I think this is going to be a very decent PvP gun. 415,000 on a red bar. There's no way you've survived that. I'm liking how I'm like occasionally seeing like 700,000 crits. And this stupid thing just followed me all the way around. And is, oh my god. Look at it just peppering me. I'm not even going to have a chance to move. No, absolutely no chance. I'm now going to switch it up to challenging, and I'm hoping I don't get my ass handed to me, because I'd like to be able to progress through this mission using the Diamondback. People can probably do heroic, but my skill level isn't the best, and we should all know that by now. It does very, very nice damage. And we've managed to destroy the assault tank. Okay, I've made progress. I don't like how it marks a random enemy. I think it should maybe mark the enemy you're shooting at, but then I don't know if that's going to make the gun overpowered. Like, when I say overpowered, I mean like ridiculous. You aim at an enemy, it marks them. I think that might be a little bit too strong. I'm actually liking this, but it's a little bit slow because of how often you have to reload. It doesn't help that I can't hit my bloody target. I'm actually really enjoying this gun. It's something completely different to what we've seen in the game. It's very powerful. Accurate, like obviously it's a rifle. Good damage numbers. And the design of it, I like the idea of the snake being wrapped around it. Look at it, you can just, you're getting like 500,000 headshots. Even on like red bars. The amount of damage. If I can hit my target. Look at that! Oh my god, it's beautiful! Oh, this gun. This gun is incredible. Okay, watch this heavy. I've had a few shots on him already. There goes his helmet. Just look at it! What was that? I couldn't see that damage number. The leader has just come out. We've destroyed the helicopter. Just headshotting snipers. Bye-bye, night-night, get out of my game, go away. Is that another one at the back? Oh, hello. Only 200k at the moment. I'm thinking of maybe trying to get rid of all the other enemies first and then take out the boss. That's providing I can hit my target. Come on, show yourself. 866,000 damage. Oh my god! Get absolutely shit on. This gun's amazing. There's no other word for it. Okay, so that was a look at the Diamondback exotic rifle, the one that we get from the Kenley College expedition. This one up here, it was time gated, but if you don't have the Diamondback, you can go through, do all three of those right now. You've got 4.5 days, just under, And then once you've completed all 3, you'll be awarded the Diamondback. Go back to the White House, you can pick up the blueprints so you can craft them. It's an amazing gun. I absolutely loved my time using it in that mission. It's a critical hit chance rifle, and the best thing about it is the rifle class has crit damage plus 15%. So you're going to see high numbers. Mine obviously aren't the highest. I'm pretty sure people will be able to get better builds than I have, so they'll be able to get much higher damage numbers. I've seen like 860,000. I can't remember what it was on the heavy that I didn't actually get to see. But there's some big damage numbers to elites, even the veterans and the reds. If you just want to chill and don't want to play too aggressive or anything, this is definitely a go-to gun. I absolutely loved it. But that is going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.